paycheck stops grieving the loss of a federal career, finding your next chapter. I see you. I see the shock, the frustration, and the deep questioning of your worth as you navigate the uncertainty of job loss in the federal government. If this is happening to you, let me first say you are not alone. Hundreds of thousands of federal employees are facing this same painful disruption, and it is a form of grief, one that deserves acknowledgement. Losing a career, especially one where you've dedicated years of service, hits hard. The stability, the mission, the pride in knowing your work made a difference. It all gets shaken when you're suddenly faced with job insecurity. And if you're anything like me, your career became part of your identity. The people you worked with became family, and the work you did became a source of pride. I get it because I've been there. My career started in the federal government, and some of my biggest professional growth opportunities happened during that time. I found joy in serving the public, in making an impact, and I also knew when it was time to pivot. So as I watch what's happening, I deeply understand the loss that comes with losing a career. The financial fear, the embarrassment, the frustration, and even the self-doubt. I also know this: you still have value, you still have worth. And while this change may feel forced upon you, it could be the door to something even greater. This is your time to reclaim the dreams you put on hold when work was overwhelming. That book you wanted to write, that business idea, that certification you put off because you were too busy. Now is the time. I offer you 5 ways to navigate the grief of career loss and step into your next chapter. Reframe this as a pivot, not an end. This is not the end of your career. It's a pivot. Some of the most successful women in history redefined their careers after a major shakeup. Shift your perspective. What new path excites you? What have you always wanted to do but never had the time? 2. Set a new routine. Immediately. One of the hardest parts of job loss is the sudden lack of structure. Give yourself a new daily rhythm, whether it's morning walks, setting job application hours, or dedicating time to a passion project. Routine provides stability and control during uncertainty. 3. Tap into your network without shame. This is not the time to suffer in silence. Call the former colleague, reach out to the mentor, update your LinkedIn. Opportunities come from conversations, and people want to help. The people you've impacted remember you and would gladly advocate for you. Honor the grief, then move forward. Losing your job is a real loss. Allow yourself time to process the shock, disappointment, and frustration, but don't stay there. Grieve it, name it, feel it, and then channel that energy into your next move. 5. Create a what-if list and act on it. What if you became a consultant? What if you started a side business? What if you went back to school? Write down all the what-ifs you've dreamed of and start acting on one today. You are more than a job title. I know this hurts. I know the uncertainty is terrifying. But let me remind you, this moment does not define you. The government didn't give you your brilliance, your work ethic, your resilience, and they can't take it away. At the heart of Miss B Inc., we understand all forms of grief, not just the loss of a loved one, but also the loss of stability, the loss of identity, and the loss of a career you built with pride. We offer free resources, community support, and encouragement to help you rebuild stronger than before. You've served others. Now it's time to serve yourself. About Kenyatta E. Gray. Kenyatta E. Gray is an author, entrepreneur, and founder of the Heart of Miss B Inc., a nonprofit that provides compassionate support to women who have lost their mothers. Since her mother's passing, Kenyatta has turned her grief into a driving force, building a legacy that speaks to resilience, purpose, and healing. She has published several books, launched a successful nonprofit, and created programs that help others navigate the path of loss.